So let's talk about why he stopped trying to impress you and how to fix it. There are 5 reasons why. All right. And the first one is that he just wanted the poom poom. Initially, when a guy meets you, right, and we're going to talk about long-term relationship and short-term, but this is the quick one, right? He just wanted the poom poom. Sometimes when you want to get the poom poom as a man, your brain actually tricks you to believe that you actually like the girl. Now, this is the problem: is that some guys really don't like you and they're tricking you, and some guys think they like you, but their dicks are tricking them, right? So this, when it comes to finding out if somebody likes you, or if somebody's interested in more than just sex, the unfortunate part about this, the part that you guys don't like to hear, and I understand, is that in order for a guy to really find out if he likes you, he has to get the poom poom. Now I understand you don't want to give it up, and that's fine. That's on you. That's totally fine. But what I'm telling you is that the desire for poom poom almost creates the illusion that he likes you. It's almost like your brain tricks you. So you might think this guy loves you. You've been together for 5 months, and then you're like, okay, now I'm ready to give him the holy poom poom, right? You give him that holy poom poom, and then that dude all of a sudden goes, holy shit, I'm out, right? Maybe he liked the poom poom, but what I'm telling you, he's like, oh my god, I thought I liked this chick, but in reality, I just wanted the poom poom. This happens, right? And what the solution is, I don't know. Like I always tell women, it's kind of like the only way to find out if he likes you is to have sex, because you'll notice if he didn't like you, he leaves, right? It's not that the sex turns him off. It's just that it reveals to him if he likes you, right? It's like saying never. It's like saying never shop when you're hungry, right? Never get to know a woman with a full barrel, if you know what I mean, right? It's like you know what I'm saying? Like just think about that. Use that logic in every other area in life. It makes a lot of sense. It's to the point that if you're hungry enough, your brain will literally begin to create illusions. Like that's happened to me. Like when I used to be a Christian, I used to fast for days, for like 2 or 3 days, and sometimes studies show that when you don't eat for a few days, you actually begin to hallucinate. Like so it's kind of like physical hunger causes hallucination. Don't you think the desire for pum pum causes emotional hallucination in my bro science, right? So that's the first one, right? Is that the pum pum. He just wanted the pum pum, and then he pulled away. Once he had it, he realized he didn't like you. And then they stopped trying to impress you. Or they may ask for things they gave you back, which is weird, right? So that's the first one. Now, understand tomorrow, people. Oh, by the way, we're having a what do you call it? A $25 questions now, just for the end of the week, to see how if I like it. These $25 questions, you guys can record an audio and ask me your question, and I'll play the audio as long as you guys lie up. I mean, as long as you guys hide certain facts. You guys, I'll answer your question live stream. Okay, so for $25, you guys can ask me a 3-minute question, send it in, and I'll answer them as soon as possible. Why I'm doing that? Because it's actually really fun. Like listening to you guys and sending me your little stories. I love listening to it, so might as well get paid for it. So yeah, that's the first one. The second one is that you were too present, right? You were too there, and this applies with everything in life. You should always give people more space than necessary, right? You should always give people more space than necessary, because we as people and everything in general, when you eat too much of something, you get tired of it. When you go to the same place, you get tired of it as well. When you live in the same city, some people get tired of it and they want to see something new, right? So it's kind of like, even if you live together, you have to try and make a way so that you don't spend all of your time with him. Maybe you have a few days a week when you come home really late, right? Maybe you have your girls' night out where he is not invited, no matter how much he pouts. All of those things of creating distance is really important in order for him not to get tired of you. Because this is what happens with children. Right? Even look what happens with children. A lot of times when you live too long with your parents, you guys can become enemies. And it's not that you hate your parents, it's just that you're too there. Like, and this even happened during the pandemic where people didn't give each other space, and a lot of shit happened. A lot of domestic violence happened. A lot of ACS calls happened. A lot of child abuse happened. A lot of happened. A lot of violence happened. A lot of breakups happened. I mean, my Lord, I never had so much work in my life when those days were coming. Like, I have so much work. Why? Because people were not giving each other space. And when you don't give somebody space, they get acclimated to you. They get used to your presence. So they stop trying to impress you. They know all of your thoughts. Right? So the second one is that you try to impress them too much, and you don't give the guy space to impress you. You're all up. You are so insecure, and this usually happens through bad parenting, trauma, or through tolerating a toxic relationship. This also happens, right? But the point is that sometimes you gotta stop trying to impress the person. Sometimes you gotta, by you not trying to impress them after you try to impress them a lot, it creates a gap. And that gap sometimes is filled in by the guy's insecurity. He's naturally gonna say, why isn't she trying to impress me? Before, she used to do this for me. And so what a guy would do is that sometimes when you stop doing the things that he took for granted, all of a sudden he's gonna start appreciating it more, right? So just stop being so there. Stop being so loyal. Don't bang the football team, but I'm just saying loyal in terms of stop like, how can I say it is? It's kind of like, if he mistreats you, you still treat him with kindness, right? You're always warm, even passive aggressively warm. Sometimes you have to show your fangs. Sometimes you have to raise your voice if you're somebody that doesn't raise their voice often. Sometimes you have to pull away. Sometimes you have to create some conflict, because sometimes when somebody's is not appreciating you for who you are, you have to say it. Or better yet, you have to remove yourself from the situation temporarily. You know? And this happens with our parents, right? When we live with them, we want them, to be away from us. But when the threat of losing them happens, all of a sudden we appreciate them. We want to impress them more. I remember when my mom stopped texting me. My mom one time stopped texting me, and I'm not gonna lie, man. I take her for granted sometimes. I really do. And one time she just stopped texting me. She stopped responding, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Because she always responds. She always texts me back. She's always super there, right? Honestly, my mom is what you would call the nice girl. Seriously, she's the nice girl. And she just stopped texting me one time. And she was like, you know what? She was mad at me. She was like, don't talk to me. I was like, what? I never heard her say that, and I felt horrible. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't mean to, blah, blah, blah. And I remember me being super nice, me saying, hey, come over. You want to come over to my place, blah, 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 blah. Let's hang out, and I became even nicer to her, right? But it was because she just stood up. She was too nice of a person. Sometimes you cannot be so goddamn nice. Even your kids would take you for granted. And I'm like, Mom, sometimes you got to be tough like that. Sometimes you have to do that, Another one is that he doesn't sense the presence of other men. And I always talk about this, the sexually competitive state. And this happens to me every time. Even with friends. If you think you met somebody who you consider a loser, who you say there's no way they make friends, and then you see a picture of them with a lot of friends, you're going to all of a sudden say, okay, I misjudged them. This person must be cool. People think like that, right? So it happens with friends, and it happens with partners. When other men see that you are attractive, when your man sees other men wanting you, all of a sudden your man's going to grab that ass a little bit tighter. All of a sudden he's going to grab that waist and bring him a little bit tighter to his, right? Why? Because he sees other men wanting you. Other men valuing you naturally makes him want to impress you more, right? And another thing is that another woman, right? Another reason why he stopped trying to impress you is because he might be seeing another woman. Now, this one, I don't want to make you suspicious, but that sometimes is a fact, where he might be seeing somebody, right? And you might notice it because all of a sudden he smells better. All of a sudden he's dressing better. All of a sudden he got more swag to his step, but it's not for you, right? He's got all of a sudden when he goes to work, he used to dress decent, but now he's dressing crazy. Now he's buying that Ralph Polo tie, that Ralph Polo cologne, right? Because he's trying to impress somebody else. And the last reason he stopped trying to impress you is because you stop taking care of yourself. It's and sometimes guys will not tell you you're letting yourself go, but you'll notice that his dick don't get as hard. He stopped being as romantic. You know what I'm saying? He's not putting the effort that he used to. It's all because you're just letting yourself go, right? And this, to be honest with you, this is a common complaint. Honestly, from what I hear from guys, it's either one, you're not giving the guy space, right? Or two, you're letting yourself go. I mean, that's what I've seen, the common reasons why guys do that type of stuff. You guys let me know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women of power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you can read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so most likely I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video, right there, you'll see it, and you can pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. Oh, I'm closing the channel.